what's happening? Tim with Nomad Trading. Today we're going to talk about level 2, time to sales, market data, whatever you want to call it. This crazy looking box with all kinds of numbers and colors flying all over the place. One of the things that people need to learn right off the bat when you start trading, if you're going to be a day trader, swing trader, whatever, is how to read that level 2, how to deal with what exactly that means, what you need to know, what you don't. I'm pretty much just going to go over it from a practical standpoint. I'm not going to get super technical into all the different stuff and tell you a bunch of shit you really don't need to know. I'm just going to show you what you actually need to know, the basics of it, because that's, whenever you get really, really in depth in trading, maybe you can study it or Google it or watch a video all about the ins and outs and the tiny details about it. But I'm going to just go over super quick what you actually need out of it, what you need to know in order to start trading, and yeah, leave out all the other bullshit that you don't need to know. So without further ado, let's jump over into my computer and talk about what we got going on. Level 2, ladies and gentlemen. So level 2 is this thing right here. It's what we call level 2. In E-Trade, it would be market depth. It'd be right here. So some people might call it market depth or level 2. You hear people talking about the tape or prints, things of that nature. That is all pertaining to this. And all it is a look at what's going on kind of behind the scenes. When you look at your chart, you got your numbers and your stock prices and whatnot. This is what's going on behind the scenes. You have your bid, just to keep it simple. You have your bid on the left side. That's what this is. That's where the buyers are. This is the price that buyers are trying to pay. Then you have the ask over here. This is where the sellers are, people that are trying to sell. So that being said, the difference between the two is what's called the spread. So on this particular situation, we're looking at the SPY, SPY, which is the S&P ETF. So the spread would be, you got 324.47 is where the buyers are at on the bid. 324.52 is where the sellers are at over here on the ask. So the spread would be the difference between the 47 and the 52. So if you're looking to buy the stock, you're gonna, if you were to put an order over here on the bid to purchase some stock, then you would wait for somebody to sell at that price. Or you could hit the ask, as they call it, hit the ask. That would mean that you would put in a price of where the sellers are at if you didn't want to wait, if you wanted to jump right in. You could also make a market order, which would mean that the market makers, you'd be at their mercy to fill the order where they see fit, which would be somewhere in the spread. So what we're looking at here, and the reason that level 2 market depth is something you need when you're day trading, you can see right here, this is the size of the orders that are waiting to go through. That is handy. A lot of times if you're day trading, you're going to be looking at that as much as you are anything. As much as you're looking at the chart, you're going to be looking at level 2 because you can almost trade with this without even needing the charts. I wouldn't recommend that, but I mean, you could. There's a lot of people that do that, where you kind of zero in more on this and the feel of what's going on level 2 as much or more than you do what you're looking at with the chart. So if you saw, for instance, a 10,000, a number down here that was 10,000 shares at 324, 35 or somewhere in there, you would know that that would be somewhat of a support area. If this were to start dropping, you would know that, hey, there's a pretty good level of support there. There's a huge buyer there. Same thing over here. If you know that if you're looking at this level 2 and you see that there's 10,000 shares over here, 20,000 shares down here at 324.48, you know that that's going to be a wall that is going to have to be chewed through. So it's going to hit that wall. It's going to be a level of resistance. So that's very handy to know when you're looking at getting in and out of the stock. So what you have here is the different market makers. Then you have or routes. Then you have the price. Then you have the size, how many shares. Same thing over here. So that is the gist of what you're looking at right there, and it's going to be changing all the time as the prints go through. Over here you have the tape or the prints, whatever you want to call it. This is the actual sales going through. So we had 1 share go through at 324.47. 9 shares go through at 324.38. 1 share 324.38. 1 share 324.41. And then this is the time right here. So that's what this is showing you. When it's a green number, that means that it went through at or above the previous price. So it's going to be the same or above the previous price. When it's red, that means it went through at or below the previous price. So for instance, this is 324.51 right here. And then it went through at 324.52, the next print. So that's why it's green, is because the next print was higher than the last one. And then the next one was the same, so it stayed green. Then it went lower, so it went red. And then it went lower again, red, lower again, red. Then it went back up, so it's a green print. Lower, so it's red, lower again, the same, so it stayed red, then back up, so it went green. That's why you see the reds and the greens. So if you see a ton of green going through, green, green, green all over the place, that is a good indication that the stock is heading up. That's basically what that is. Then you got the volume up here. You're going to see the volume for the day, which is 56 million shares on this particular stock. You got the low of the day, the high of the day, so you can see those, your percent change in a dollar amount, and your money change since close is up $2.60 from close. 324.32, that's just showing the last trade that went through. So it's going to keep showing, changing, and showing you the last trade. You have news. If you click on that, it's going to bring up the news, whatever relevant news is going on right now. And then you have the symbol. Down here, cancel all SPY, which means if you wanted to cancel all the orders that you have open, that's just a quick way of canceling. If you see something you don't like, then you just quickly hit that cancel all, and it's going to cancel any order that you have sitting there waiting. If you're going to place an order, you have your quantity here. Then you have your type of order. So if you want to make a market order, then you're going to be at the mercy of the market maker. Somewhere within the spread, in theory, you would get filled. If you want to do a limit order, you would put in the price that you're willing to go up to. So if I wanted to buy it at no more than 323.50, I would leave that there and buy it. You have your term, which is day, which means it would be during the trading day. Good till close would be GTC. Fill or kill would mean that if it couldn't fill that entire order right then, it would just kill the order. IOC, that is, honestly, I'm not really sure what IOC is without, off the top of my head, what that stands for. But here, watch this. We can do something really awesome called Google. And all we have to do is go into here and click IOC trading meaning. Google it. No, not ICO. IOC. Immediate or cancel. So an immediate or cancel means that you're going to have an order to buy or sell security that attempts to execute all or part immediately and then cancels any unfilled portion. So it's kind of similar to the fill or kill. Anyway, Google is your friend, ladies and gentlemen. See, I don't know everything. I'm not some trading guru master making millions of dollars and knowing every tiny detail about everything there is to do with the stock market. I wish I was, but I am not. So I can also use Google. You also have all or none. So if you have 300 plus shares, you can click all or none, and it will fill either all or none of the order. Then you have, this is very important, um, the term is pretty much for me going to be day always because I'm just day trading. The destination. Now this is important because if you want to place an after hours or pre-market order with E-Trade, I'm not really sure about other brokers. I can't speak for all the different brokers and how they work, but I've had people ask me, hey, I can't get my order to fill. Why doesn't it fill uh, after hours, pre-market, etc.? That's because you have to change the destination. So if you're going to place an order, like right now, the market is closed. It's 5:25 my time, which is Central Time. So the market has been closed for a couple hours. If I wanted to place a trade right now after hours, I can't just use auto destination or smart routing. I would have to go and click on one of these direct routes, or I would click on auto extended hours, and then I could place the order on that. So if you're wondering why you can't place a trade before or after hours, that is why. You probably need to change your destination so that you can use extended hours or a direct route. Other than that, you have your buy, your sell, your short, and your cover. Self-explanatory. If you don't know what any of these mean, then you need to go back to a very, very basic video explaining terminology of trading. But that being said, that is your quick analysis of level 2. Of course, it's not the best. I'm not a freaking trading genius or trading thesaurus, but that's the basics of what you need to know. What you basically need to know in order to actually trade and place trades and be a day trader is, this is the buyer side. These are all the buyers. You have the route, the price, the size. Then you have the seller side, and the same thing, the routes or market makers, the price, and the size. Then you have, like I said up here, these are things that I mainly use. The main things I'm mainly looking at are the tape, which is what sales are actually going through, the prints. And then I look at the sizes here because I want to see if there's a big seller coming up or a big buyer coming up that might act as support or resistance. And then you can see how many greens are going through. If you're looking for something to go up, it's a good indication of that. And then your destination, your term, your price, your type of order. And then I also frequently look at the volume because it's good to be able to see exactly how much volume is traded. And then your lows and highs, how much you're up or down on the day, the stock, and the last trade that went through. So that is the gist of what you need to know. It looks complex and difficult when you're first looking at it, but it is not at all. It's very simple and self-explanatory once you know what you're looking at. All you got to do is look at the route, the price, and the size, buyers, sellers, and then the prints that are actually going through. That's the gist of it. It's not that difficult to understand at all. So don't get overwhelmed when you're looking at charts or level 2 or anything like that. It's actually quite simple. So if that helps at all, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know you enjoyed this video. Tell me anything you would like to see in the comments. Also, if you want to support me, I do have an affiliate link which gives $5 to me and $5 to you also. So it's an affiliate link for both of us for Acorns, which is an app on your phone that helps you save and passively invest money. It just rounds up. There's different programs on it, or different levels of investment, etc. I made a video all about it. If you want to check out that video, the link will be in the description as well. But I will provide a link to an affiliate link to my Acorns, and if you go through my link, it will give us each $5. All it is to me anyway, it's a way of passively investing money or saving money so that you can, if you need tires on your car, things like that that you don't necessarily budget for, it's a good way of coming up with the money for things like that that pop up. So for me, I think I've got almost $200 in my account, Acorns account. I've only had it a couple of months from roundups. You can set it to invest a certain amount every month if you want, like $5 a month goes into that account, $10 a month, or you can just do roundups, what they call roundups, which is if you buy something like a candy bar for $1.50, it rounds the other 50 cents into this investment account. So over time, those little bitty roundups that you don't really ever miss out of your account add up, and they can become hundreds of dollars. So I think it's a pretty cool idea. That's why I started doing it. I only promote anything that I actually believe in or use myself, and that is one thing that I use. So if you're interested in that, check out the video I made on it, or just click the link in the description and sign up, and we'll each get $5 for free from Acorns, and you can start investing passively with that and saving money. Other than that, that's about all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what videos you want me to make in the future, and I will do it. I'm glad to be back here on YouTube after a little bit of a hiatus and making videos again. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. Let's get past that 1,000 subscriber mark and get up to me being able to make my first dollar with YouTube. That'd be awesome. My work currently is on strike. My big boy job, my normal job, is currently on strike. So not a whole lot of money coming in from that. Good time to cross the 1,000 subscriber threshold and finally be able to make a couple bucks with YouTube maybe. Anyway, thanks a lot for the support. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Peace.
Guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the little thumbs up. Make sure you hit the red subscribe button, notifications on, the little bell thingy that makes you get my notifications that my video has popped up if I make a new one. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the comments. Let me know what I can do to help. Check out my other videos if you get a chance and you haven't seen them. Until next time, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming into the Nomad Treehouse, spending time with me, talking trading, talking about what we can do to make our millions together. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's take the next step together. Let trading set you free. As always, peace.